Welcome to another episode of SnobCast. I cannot stress enough how great it feels to say that. And I would, first of all, like to start the show off by thanking you all for your overwhelming positive feedback on the reboot episode that we released last week. It was good to be back. And I plan on bringing that to you whenever we can, weekly, whenever you'll have us. We'll be here. I'll be here. This is Johnny, the OG snob. A few things this week. Keeping on with the thanks for the episode of last week, we took on a new producer, Lino Creatives, who was a brilliant filmmaker. And you can follow him on social media at Lino Creatives. He is the one slicing and cutting and editing this podcast and doing some stuff on the back end. He is incredible. And I highly suggest that you book him if you have a business to promote or anything of that matter. Lino is your guy. Now, this week, a little bit of a timely subject, something that's kind of ongoing. And I want to talk about it. I mean, this is SnobCast. We don't give a shit. Let's do it. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Now, I have nothing to say about Amber Heard besides the fact that as a teenager, I had a huge crush on her. But that has not dissipated and it is gone. But the point here is not about Amber Heard. It is about Johnny Depp. Now, I miss seeing Johnny Depp in films. I mean, growing up as a teenager, even in my early 20s, Johnny Depp was in at least 2 films a year. And you just expected it. Kind of like how, at one point there was like Tom Hanks was in like every other movie. Same thing with like Tom Cruise, right? Like just these are people who have been around for a long time. Johnny Depp's career is, I think, if correct me if I'm wrong, but it is almost like 35 or more years. So, I mean, that's pretty wild. And you go from seeing this familiar face to not seeing him at all because of this whole controversy between him and his ex-wife Amber Heard. And the other thing that is saddening is just that this guy is bearing his soul on a stand right now, fighting to either, to want to get back to work and all that. And just, he has fans that love him all around the world. And he's just trying to bear his soul to be like, hey, this is the situation. And, he's going through all this. And I'm not, pity partying him or anything. It sucks because the man is talented. He's a musician. He's an actor. You have all these people coming forward being like, hey, when I worked with Johnny Depp, he was like this, all this positive feedback. You know what I mean? But for me, it's more the fact that I really just miss seeing him on screen. And I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that. The guy, you can recognize him anywhere, right? Johnny Depp, his voice, the way he acts, the way he moves. Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, if you think about it, and the dude was nominated for an Oscar for playing Jack Sparrow in The Curse of the Black Pearl. That was his first ever Oscar nomination. Is that fucking wild or what? I love Pirates of the Caribbean. And if it's Caribbean, you're wrong. It's Caribbean. Excuse me. And yes, this is a Channel 4 News Cup from Anchorman. If you're watching this, so. But I mean, he got nominated his first time ever for playing Jack Sparrow. Then he was nominated twice after that. He was nominated for Finding Neverland. And he was nominated for, honestly, before I did the show, I went to look it up. He was nominated for Sweeney Todd, which is kind of shocking to me because it's a good movie. It's not a great movie, but it's all right. Tim Burton, Anyways, and I just would like to start this petition to get Johnny Depp back on screen. And I know that that's what's happening right now. I know I read that Robert Downey Jr. wants Johnny Depp in the next like Sherlock Holmes film or something. Not that we need another Sherlock Holmes film, but whatever, as long as he's on screen. I mean, he was fucking replaced in Fantastic Beasts. Like, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? And even though I've only seen the first Fantastic Beast, I didn't see the one that Johnny Depp was in, but that's not the point. The point here is that you replaced him with someone else who's Mads Mikkelsen, which is whatever, it's fine, but it's not fine for Johnny Depp. Damn it. So, for me, it's a comforting thing to see an actor like that, and it's it's funny. The other night, I was with my friend Tom, Chef Tom, actually, my friend Tom, as if you know who that is. I was with Chef Tom the other night, and he came over. He made dinner for me, which is very nice. And then he's like, "Hey, you haven't seen Chocolat with Johnny Depp, right?" I'm like, "No, I have not seen it. My mom used to watch that movie all the time when I was growing up, and for some reason, I just always blocked it out of my brain. I was like, I don't want to fucking watch this movie because I guess because my mom was watching it and I really didn't care, you know. And I knew she was fucking going nuts for Johnny Depp, you know, like all our mothers. Let's be honest, love Johnny Depp, and it's not just our mothers. Even people of my age or younger love Johnny Depp. He's so handsome, you know. He's so suave. It's Johnny Depp. He literally can play anything. But for me, the role that really sticks out for me with Johnny Depp is Ed Wood, which is a Tim Burton film from 1994. And it's one of those cult films because sometimes I'll talk about Ed Wood and people will know what I'm referring to. But other people are like, I have never in my life heard about this film. And it shocks me because that's actually the role that Johnny Depp should have got his first Oscar nomination for, which also is just a side note here. He was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Leonardo DiCaprio, who I'm 98% sure was nominated for an Oscar for that role. DiCaprio, I'm talking about. It was one of his first roles. But even in that role, I don't particularly like that movie. I overwatched it too much in high school. I don't know why the fuck they overplayed What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but stop doing it if you're still doing it in high school. But that movie, he was great in that movie. Depp was fantastic in that movie, and that's not, you know, I don't know. Anyways, long story short, Ed Wood, which is about filmmaker Ed Wood, who like kind of directed these B horror films. And the whole thing here is that he was also dressing as a woman secretly. So, I mean, there's this whole like concept of the film is kind of Ed Wood offset. So there's it's a pretty long film to it. It's over 2 hours, I think. And there's two aspects to it. There's the part where he dresses as a woman, and there is his whole like, you know, career, which is he pretty much got Bela Lugosi out of retirement to be in his B film, which is really funny. Martin Landau plays Bela Lugosi in Ed Wood. Now, and now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure Martin Landau was nominated for an Oscar or won an Oscar. I should have checked that out before I came on, but I'm sure you could check it out. Now I'm just questioning my. I'm gonna look it up as I'm talking, and so for me, this film just changed everything. It changed. That probably was my first. Ed Wood was probably one of the first films I ever saw that was about making movies. Now, those who know me very well know that I love movies about movies. Another example of that, it's not a genre, but of that type of film would be Get Shorty, for example, the 95 film with John Travolta. That movies like that are about the film industry just really, 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 it's about the chaos of filmmaking. It is about what it takes to be an actor, like and all that stuff that for me is just so much fun. Like, and I love the dramatization of it all because most of the time to make a film is fucking horrendous. So I mean, that's just what it is. And now that I am looking up the Oscars of 1995, Martin Landau did in fact win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for playing Bela Lugosi, and a film that was very, very well received by critics. But I guess at the time Johnny Depp wasn't, that big, but he was, because I mean he was Edward Scissors. Excuse me, Edwards. He was an Edward Scissorhands. Jesus, couldn't say that. I have also never seen that film. Don't at me. So I'll get on it. It's on a list somewhere to watch Edward Scissorhands. Wow, that's hard to say. Now, so yeah, I highly suggest you check out the film Ed Wood. It's kind of hard to find, but I'm sure with all the streaming shit out there today, you'll be able to find it. If you don't have it, if you can't find it, I'm sorry for you. You can come over and watch it if you want. If you're in the Montreal area, come by and watch Ed Wood. We'll do a screening. That'd be fucking cool if we could do a screening of that. The other big thing for me is I love his character of Jack Sparrow. Now, so many elements of that character are derived from other personalities, being the main one being Keith Richards, just the way Depp walks, and it created that character, and also the way he speaks. I know now there's a whole like viral thing online on TikTok or whatever that people are running like Jack Sparrow to like do their daily tasks or whatever, which is really, really funny. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl changed. It's one of those films, honestly, that like I wouldn't say it changed my life, but it's definitely embedded in my memory. And it's one of those films where you remember where you were when you first saw it. And I remember where I was when I first saw it. I went to the local movie theater and I went to see it. I'm pretty sure like the day it came out, I know it came out in July. I remember that. And it was a summer day. I remember being warm. And I went to see with my mom. And immediately after the film ended, I wanted to see it again. That's how obsessed I was. Sorry, I wasn't obsessed, but that's how captivated I was by that film. And for me, the main thing about Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, is the way it ends. That final shot of Johnny Depp on the boat before he closes the compass is just mind-blowing to me. I will rewind that fucking ending every time that I see it. I will never not watch it at least twice. The ending I'm talking about. If I'm watching it, I will never not rewind it twice to watch it. Like I need to see it over and over. And it's not only that scene, it is that brilliant theme song from like Hans Zimmer and Klaus Badelt. Like just those two together is already, Hans Zimmer is just fucking a genius. But that score, that theme song for Pirates is something else. And let me tell you, when Tiesto did the remix of the theme song, it was, not necessary. I'm letting you know right now, Tiesto. But certain films, you always remember where you were when you watched it. I remember seeing Pirates of the Caribbean, like I said, that one July night whenever it came out in 2003. And then there's other Johnny Depp films that I've seen too that just, I'm like, holy shit, I remember where I was. And it's not, like I remember going to see Sweeney Todd in a theater. And I remember going to watch The Tourist, which for some reason when I first watched it, I didn't like it. And then I rewatched it like not too long after. And I really enjoyed it. He's so much fun in that film, in The Tourist. Just he has so many films. It doesn't get old. Like you can go on and on and on about Johnny Depp. The dude is brilliant. The dude's brilliant. For me, the other role, Sleepy Hollow, it came out in '99, and my mom had to kind of sneak me in to go see it because I was not of age to see the film because it was R-rated, and I was like 8. It explains a lot for the person that I am today that I was watching these films when I was 8. But I mean, I don't know. I there was just and for me, Sleepy Hollow was a big um it was a big plus that they made it as a live action film because I was as a kid I really loved the Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Crane, like those, like the, you know what I'm talking about, the Disney animated one, Ichabod Crane. And they did the, like, there was just that half an hour segment of the animated show, or the animated short, sorry, that I watched it and watched it and watched it. I loved it as a kid. And then when they made the live action, as a kid, as an 8-year old, I didn't compute that it was like Tim Burton making an adult Sleepy Hollow, because the novel and the story itself is fucking dark as shit. You know what I mean? The Headless Horseman and whatever. Like, what the fuck? And so I think my mom brought me to see it. And my mom definitely did not enjoy the film because she's not into all that gory stuff, you know, blood and all that. But I remember loving it. I remember, and I still love it today whenever I watch it. And it's so fascinating to me, the relationship between Johnny Depp and Tim Burton and all the work that they've done. Everything they've done is terrific. I don't think there's one film that they've made together that I don't like. I've actually never seen Dark Shadows, but I've heard good things about the film and about the soundtrack, so that makes me want to watch it. Um, that was the last Tim Burton and Johnny Depp effort, if I'm not mistaken. But like in 2003, the dude made Pirates. He made Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which was like the spiritual sequel to Desperado, by Robert Rodriguez. And there's just so many things like Finding Neverland and like all these. I'm looking through the list here. It's nuts. It's nuts. And he just made hit after hit after hit. Whether the critics liked him or not, whether they liked the films or not, didn't fucking matter, because Johnny Depp was the most bankable star at the time. And it's so like weird. It's so weird that you literally X out someone like that. And I get it, because there's a lot of shit going on, and you want to make sure about what you're doing, what your next move is. And like, he gets cut from the future Pirates of the Caribbean sequels. Let's be fucking honest, we don't need another one. Like, we have enough Pirates of the Caribbean shit to last us through a lifetime. And let's be clear, the only good one is the first one. I like the third one as well. And I actually didn't mind the last one, the one with Javier Bardem. But but nothing beats the first one. And you don't need all these damn sequels. Like, it's enough that we're rebooting SnobCast. There's no other like reboot needed. And then the other, like all these Disney projects, like even the Alice in Wonderland live action, he's so great in them. And I actually watched Alice in Wonderland for the first time this year, and I really enjoyed it. So for me, it's just a matter of, dipping his feet back in Hollywood whenever he's ready to do it. I know he's ready to kick ass again, because I'm telling you that the summer of 2023 will be Johnny Depp's summer. Come on, we can get on with that. We can definitely start a petition to get that going. So, I mean, it's time to get him back on screen. I miss him. I'm not the only one that misses him. This is why I wanted to talk about this today, because a lot of people I'm discussing with are like, Johnny Depp this, Johnny Depp that. It's not all about, Amber Heard taking a shit on a bed, but it's about a man's career. And the man has brought so much joy to so many people recently. Obviously, this is going on, and there's things surfacing about Johnny Depp. And one of the things that surfaced online was a video of him dressed up as Jack Sparrow, going to see like sick kids in a hospital. Like, who the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, the man's a treasure. Yeah, he's fucked up. And I mean, we're all fucked up. Let's be honest. The thing that made me sad too about the trial with him and Amber is just that, he's being outed as like this, druggie and this alcoholic and all that. And I mean, what he does behind closed doors, as long as he's having, not as long as he's having fun, but as long as he's being safe about it, you know what I mean? And if he wants to get fucked up, make him get fucked up. I mean, it sucks that like we had to kind of know this part of him that, let's be honest, it's Johnny Depp. I mean, I didn't think the guy was sober, but like, it just sucks. Like, you don't need to know the other details that, oh yeah, I was, doing blow in the bathroom or whatever. Like, no one, I don't think that'll take away from anything from his fans, but it sucks for him that he has to go on and do all this, and be part of this period of time in his life. You know what I mean? But yeah, and come on, summer 2023 will be the summer of Johnny Depp, and it'll be so great to see him. I'm telling you that people will flock to movie theaters everywhere to go see him, because I know I will. I will be very excited, and I hope that his first major role is a good one of those big ass blockbusters. You know what I mean? Like those Top Gun Mavericks one. Fuck, I still got to see that. I can't wait to see that. But yeah, this is literally all I want to talk about today. So the films that I suggest that you check out would be Ed Wood by Tim Burton, and of course, I'm sure you've all seen The Curse of the Black Pearl, but go watch it again because it's so fucking exciting. It's so adventurous and there's so much swashbuckling action that I love it. I love it so much. They don't make movies like that anymore, and even if they did, it will be filled with CGI and shit. I know there's CGI in Pirates, but it looks good. It looks so good. Yeah, Ed Wood, Gilbert Grape. What else did I mention? I mentioned quite a bit. The Tourist is fun too as well. Not his best, but it's very fun. Angelina Jolie is in that one too. Where the fuck is Angelina Jolie? We can talk about that another time. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of SnobCast, the Johnny Depp episode. Hashtag Summer of Johnny Depp 2023. Let's do this. Don't forget to follow us, like, subscribe on YouTube, Snob Media. Follow us all over social. And don't forget to follow Lino Creatives. And if you need a really, really good fucking guy to make you something really, really fancy and nice, Lino's your guy. So promote your business, reach out to him. His socials here at the bottom and also on our page. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again next week.